Ah, there it is. A scary game I actually wanted to play.
Yeah, no, I'm not the biggest fan of the genre of games meant to scare you, with really the only other title in that category I sought out was Outlast. So then what exactly did I see in this game? Well, let's start this review off with the game's story. And well, it's honestly pretty bare bones. About a man who fights against the forces of evil after his family was killed by demons. And in this particular chapter of his life, he finds himself in the town of Belleville, where mysterious things are happening, like people disappearing and claiming they're being chased by a giant monster. And well, all these happenings are being caused by a witch. And now it is up to you to defeat her and her army of monstrosities in order to bring peace and prosperity back to Belleville. Now, how exactly are you going to do this? Well, with guns, of course. It is up to you to go out into the forest and shoot just about anything that moves. Whether it be the undead or crawling creatures or plants shooting out acid at you or even gigantic spiders. And you gotta make your shot count because this game takes place in, I'm assuming, either the 1600s or 1700s. So you know what that means. Guns that only load a single bullet and take an eternity to reload. I mean, of course you still have a trusty sidearm and a never-fail saber. It's just that if you play your cards wrong, you will end up dying, since it really only takes 4 to 5 hits to kill you. I mean, the game literally tells you not to expect a walk in the park. Especially more so with the one type of enemy you can't kill, that being these black whispers that you need to completely avoid at all costs. Because if they get you, they drain all your mana, which I guess is the next thing I should go over, as your mana allows you to save as well as look through the creature's eyes to get an idea of where they are, and you need to replenish it by killing enemies. The next gameplay basic is the currency and what you could buy, with the money being scattered throughout the world that you could find. And then when you return back to the town, you could buy some useful stuff, like bullets or perks like faster reloading or a monster shout that'll make enemies run away from you. But definitely my personal favorite is the silver crucifixes, which can be placed anywhere within the world, and if the major monster runs past them, they'll get hurt by it, and you'll also get an indication of where it is. But when it comes to items, there is also the whole forest to explore, and you might get lucky enough to find one of the perks out in the world. But anyway, that covers all the major gameplay basics. Now I guess it's time to go over why exactly I really like this game. Because, well, I suppose it truly is a actual hunting game, with you out in the woods alone against the forces of nature. Or I suppose in this case the supernatural forces against you that are caused by the witch. And well, most of the time the game is just you walking in the forest, always on edge waiting for the next thing to attack you. And then once you hear the sound cue of what's about to attack you, you need to find it before it finds you. But again, this game can be boring at times because it is you just walking through the forest and nothing happening for most of it. And with how big the forest is, it can be a bit of a slog to get through. And it's especially annoying when you get to like one part of the map and then your silver crucifix goes off at the other end of the map and you have to get all the way there before whatever you're chasing gets away. And I suppose one last negative I'll throw in here is about the money in this game. There not seeming to be that much in the world. And it really seems like the only way to make proper money in this game is by buying the bounty hunter license. Which, I mean, for all I know, it's made that way on purpose, but still kinda just bugs me. But anyway, that covers both my major praises and complaints for this game. And I guess really all that's left to talk about with this game is its graphics and music. And well, the graphics in this game are great. It sells the deep dark forest with unspeakable horrors lurking within it greatly. And the designs of the monsters are great as well, combined with their greatly unnatural movements. I mean, overall, this is really just a greatly atmospheric game. Like, even when you're in the safetiness of the town, you don't feel fully safe. Although I guess one thing I can note that I don't like about the graphics is how the humans look in the town. I don't know, they just look a little bit off, especially when you notice that their entire body doesn't move, only their mouth moves. That, and I guess it can be a bit too dark at times, but that's kind of the point of the game. Plus, you could probably just up the brightness if you really needed to. But yeah, other than that, this is a great looking game. Now on to this game's music. Or at least that's what I would be saying if this game had music. Because outside of a song that plays over the credits, there is none. It's just pure ambient noise of either the town or the forest. which I mean is great for the game because then it just continues to build on the whole ambience as a whole, and it allows you to hear out for those sound cues of what type of enemy is about to attack you that I talked about earlier. But although this is great for the game, it's just annoying to me, since now I have to find appropriate music from other games for this review. But that aside, I believe that's really all I had to say about this game.
So yeah, this is just a cool indie horror title that you really should go and check out.
So when you're in the town, it's like unsettling despite the fact that it is a safe area. And I love one of the ways it's portrayed, with you being able to see a black whisper like right on the edge of the town, with it just like sitting there waiting for its moment to strike. And if I remember correctly, it might even disappear at some point in the game after someone in the town dies. Honestly, it's just a cool little detail to notice.